try to finish up this bike. I'm almost done. I just have to work on the front brake and get the skid plate installed. I have the new bars installed. I have steering tensioner, high-low switch for the headlight. Gas tanks are fixed and touched up, put all back together. What else? Let's see. Carburetor. This is the original carburetor my dad had. I have it back on the bike with, it has the high adjust, idle adjust, as well as the regular idle adjust. All new hoses, new fuel line, new elbow. It's all the same size now, which I believe is 1/4 inch. I don't remember. I'll have to look that up. Let's see, what else did I do? Coming around here, I tightened up these bags. This bag here had a piece that had fallen off inside, so that's all that was. It was really easy to deal with. And coming over this side, let's see, got the fuel line installed, new petcock installed. So now this goes up and stays up like it should. This is how it's designed to work. Before, it would just kind of fall down when I was driving. And the hard line all reconnected. I didn't have to touch the clutch. And put this back on there. There we go. So all in all, I think this is going to make this bike a lot easier to handle. I feel a lot safer, more stable. Did I say that already? Certainly it's going to be safer to ride. So here today I'm just working on replacing all of this. I bought new parts. These are actually the original pads from when my dad had the bike, or shoes if you want to call it. So all this is coming out, new parts, new cam, all this is new, and I'm going to clean all this. And just looking at the hub itself, you know, there's no real scoring in there. Everything seems fine. I may not have to put on the lathe. In fact, I don't know if that'll actually fit on my lathe. I'll have to measure it. It might just barely make it. So I might just, you know, take a piece of sandpaper and just kind of rough that up in there to give it something to grab onto. And then these wheels, I could probably use, you know, repack the grease on these. These wheels, I'm gonna try to clean this up, put more grease in here. These are original wheels, so these are Panhead original. I had them trued up in New Jersey years ago, so I don't want to mess with them. They mounted these tires for me, trued up the thing. It's in really good shape, so I want to try. I'm not going to take it apart, but I do want to at least try to get this cleaned out, and so I can repack this with some grease. And the rear wheel is kind of the same. I don't know if you could see it there, but you know, I remember I pulled up one time and this old man says, I can see you ride this bike because you can see the grease coming out of the axles. He says a lot of people replace these with the newer style wheel hubs, and that's fine, but I kind of like these. They give it character. So anywho, that's what I'm working on today, and hopefully, maybe by tomorrow, I don't know, we'll see. I can take this out, put some gas in it, just get it started. I'll make a video about that. I got to get it tuned in, warm up, tune these in. The carburetor's all set properly, and maybe even take it down the road. In West Virginia, you have to inspect these things. You didn't have to do that in New Jersey. So I have to make sure everything works. It's on the bike, which means removing all the blinkers. If your bike was not from the factory with turn signals, you don't have to have turn signals on them. But if you put turn signals on them and they don't work, then you'll fail the inspection. So they didn't work just because over time they kind of fell apart. And so I just pulled all that out and I passed inspection. What else? That's pretty much it, I think. Stay tuned, and maybe sometime this week, let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June. So I had till June to get my inspection on this anyway, so I'm not too bad shape. I get my my updated registration cards in the mail for this and the 2 other bikes, because in West Virginia everything seems to expire in February for motorcycles, which seems very odd because, you know, who's going to be taking their bike out in the middle of February to go get inspected and everything. Okay, so hopefully you enjoy, and I'll be posting videos on my YouTube page when this is all done. I've just been kind of uploading them as I finish one part after the other. So I have a series of videos I've made on this, and this should be the last video for the actual work on the bike before I take it outside and start it. And then I'll have another video on that. Stay tuned.